Hi, everybody. So I just got back from our very first Christmas bazaar in my hometown, and it was, I would call it successful. I got to talk to a few people that are literally taking magnesium every day right now. And I got to show them ours, and one person told me, wow, y'all's has a higher like dose or form of magnesium in it than what I'm taking, and mine is more expensive. And the other girl I talked to extensively, and they both are going to, I actually gave them some samples of my magnesium. And I know, we know, they know that you can't just take a supplement and try it like one time and notice what it's going to do for you. But perhaps you can see, will your body have a bad reaction to it? I don't know. And anyways, it isn't really about that. It's about just being willing, showing a willingness to others to help or give information, or willing to, I've given samples of different things just because I want to show them, hey, this is what we're about. This is Live Good. If I can do something to help you decide this, if this is what you want to try or not, I'll give them my own stuff. And it's just being that willing person to show them this is what our company is like. This is what we're all about. I hope that makes sense. But I would call it a successful day. And, I've gained some momentum. I've, added a few members, and I've added my first affiliate, and my son actually. And I'm excited about that. And I believe that he's going to get excited about this as well. So it's been a successful day for me, and I give all praise to God for that. So I want to talk about, like, literally, I'm sitting there at my table. I've started hitting any event we have in our community, and I'm going to start checking in the communities around us, like on the weekends and stuff, because any opportunity I have to share with our local people or people that are close by, I'm going to. And sometimes it takes people in different areas like longer to kind of like believe in something or trust something, and I get that. But I feel like I am starting to get people that are listening and wanting to know more. And I'm saying all this for people that might be joining or thinking about joining. There's different ways you have to work this opportunity. You can't just do one thing and be like, oh, it's not working, or this isn't enough. Or maybe some people are just doing one thing and it is doing awesomely for them. I've been trying different things, because not just one thing is working. And that's okay. I'm willing to do that. And for those that have joined, are joining, maybe you're thinking about joining me. Maybe you're already in Live Good. Just a word of encouragement, because honestly, I'm sitting here and I'm just being patient. I am not concerned or worried about people that are not interested in the supplements. I'm not worried about anyone that is not interested in the business opportunity. I'm not worried about, people that say no or any of that. I'm just being patient, and I'm giving it all I have, and I'm going to build it. And you know why? Because I know what I'm holding in my hands. I literally am holding in my hands, I believe, is a huge blessing from God Almighty. I believe that God led me to this opportunity. And literally, it is so huge. Like, it's already, this company is exploding. And there's going to be naysayers out there that they say stuff like, oh, it grew so big and fast, just wait, it's going to all fall apart. Or if it grows that fast, it's going to lose its momentum. There's going to be stuff like that said by somebody. There always will be. But you know what? How is it going to fall apart if people join and they don't want to leave? Or people use our supplements and they like them, they love them, and they just keep ordering. And I realize this company isn't going to stop with just supplements, but I have told multiple people in the last couple of days, Even if this is all they did, what we have right now, I would be fine with it. I'm not asking for more products, and I'm not like wondering, when are we going to get more products? That does not bother me at all. I'm not waiting for some miracle product, because we have miracle products already. There's supplements that people are taking that are members of Live Good, that they have literally changed their lives. They have changed their, lab work and different things. They have the evidence in their lab work. And some of them have even chosen to share that with us. And so I'm not waiting for a miracle product. We already have what could be miracle products for some people. And it's just a simple matter of giving your body nutrients and vitamins and a little bit of help that it needs. And so I'm just like, I'm not worried about any of that. I'm being patient. I'm gaining momentum. I believe that God is, working things out and opening doors, because I do pray about my business. I fast and I pray. And I'm not saying that to be boastful. I just believe that that's the way to do things. And I do believe that God honors that when we do that. But, and I will always give gratitude and thanks to God. I'm not trying to build myself up. Anything that I would build up in myself is going to fall anyways. So whatever I end up with, whatever kind of team I end up with, whatever, the amount of memberships I get, it's all going to be because God helped me to build it. But don't ever sit around worried about the ones that say no or the ones that are not interested, because we are holding something pretty awesome in our hands. That point was driven home to me even stronger when we went to this play last night. I went with my son and my dad, and we met some friends over there. And you know what happened before they even started the play? You know what happened before the lights went out and the showtime began? The director was standing up there selling the theater membership to everybody. And I just sat there kind of smiling and shaking my head, because I was like, another membership. Everybody buys memberships. This is something people buy. And we literally have one of the best memberships, I believe, that you could ever have. And Live Good is beginning to become, it's not beginning, it is becoming. You can't have 1 million members and not already starting to be a household name. And I actually, in my little town where I live, had at least 2 people come by my table and say, pick out, one guy immediately pointed out the Super Reds. Oh, my mom or his mother-in-law takes these. And I'm like, awesome, I don't know where she lives, where she's from. I went ahead and gave him a card anyways. I said, now if your mother-in-law is in Live Good, then of course you're probably going to order through her if you order. I said, but here's my card. And, if you ever have any questions, my number's there on the front. Just give me a call. And it's awesome because I live in a pretty small community, and it just was neat to me to run into someone, or maybe even more. I believe there was another person that pointed something else out, or just mentioned somebody in their family maybe that was taking something. So that was pretty awesome to me. But Live Good is quickly becoming a household name, okay? And we are literally holding one of the best opportunities in our hands. And so I'm not frustrated. I'm not worried about the ones that don't see it or get it, or the ones that say no. I am just being patient, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and it is working. And, I'm not even worried about the ones that don't want to be an affiliate. I've had members sign up in the last couple of days that they just are choosing to be a member. And a lot of it is many things. Sometimes it's people are already working really hectic jobs. They have, they don't have time. They don't really need it. Maybe they have a good job. One thing I am realizing, I'm sorry guys, I can't even talk right. But one time see, there I go again. I think somebody will get a kick out of this. One thing I am realizing is, I think with something like this, in order for someone to really grab a hold of it and run with it, I think they have to be desperate. 'Cause sometimes, not always, but sometimes, especially for someone that's never done anything like this before, because there's too many people that just have preconceived ideas, or everything to them is a scam, or they're just like, I could never do that. And I think you just have to be desperate. And I am probably one of those people that you could say has been desperate. And I have run with it, you know, and I'm trying to run with it. I'm still running and I won't stop. But, you know, I've heard a couple of videos seen a couple of videos in the last couple of days. And sometimes I say here because I'll listen to these videos while I'm driving, or, you know, cleaning or whatever. But, about Tim Miller. And I've mentioned him multiple times and stuff that I've said, but it was never as well put together as some of these people are doing. And I just loved it. It inspired me. But I mention him so much, and people are talking about him because he's such an inspiration. Okay, he was desperate, I'm sure, because he didn't even have a home. He was having to live in a homeless shelter. Here's this man in a wheelchair, no home, and only God knows what else was going on in his life. And someone handed him this opportunity, and he saw what it was, and he took off with it. And his life from last year to now is completely different. Completely different. And he's not the only one. It's just that a story like that is a little more dramatic, and it is more inspiring, because it shows you somebody can literally pick themselves up from nothing and go to something. And so sometimes I think people that are not desperate, they're not going to get it. They're not going to want to, you know, do this opportunity. They're not going to want to try it. They're going to try to clump us up into, you know, all the other groups of MLMs or whatever you want to call them, pyramid schemes. And they're not even opening their eyes enough to see this is different. And it's growing, it's exploding. And I'm like, I want to see where I'm at 5 years from now, or, you know, even less, but thinking a little more long term. What will I have built this up to be? And I've already determined within myself and to God, whatever he blesses me with, I'm going to bless him as well. You know, I've made certain determinations, or I don't even want to call it a resolution. I can't think of the right word, but I believe in giving, and I will very much, you know, return what I can to God, what he blesses me with. And I just believe in having that attitude and that mindset. But and I hope that God blesses me with this, because there's things I would love to do that I can't do right now, and I would love to be able to give even more to my local assembly and bless people that need help. And you know, I would love to be able to do that more than what I have ever been able to do before. So those are the kinds of things that go through my mind. And you know, so whatever happens is up to God. I mean, I'm doing my part. And sometimes God tries to give people an open door to walk through. Or maybe there are people that are struggling and they're like looking and they're like, what do I, you know, and sometimes just because it's not something that will happen right away, they're like, no, they don't want no part of it. You know, that's nothing. A $10 membership thing? Nah, that'll never work. It would take me too long to, you know, I won't make enough money. None of that is going through my mind. I know what this can be. And I know what I'm holding in my hands. And what's so awesome about it is it's not just the opportunity, but what makes the opportunity so great is what our company is putting out is really good stuff. It's not just something to all hyped up and we're saying all this stuff about this stuff because we want to sell it, but it really is good stuff. I have to check my meat, guys, so hold on. And this is about as real as you're gonna get. All my kids are grown, my grandkids don't live close to me, so you don't see all that chaos in the background, but you get me. So pause, I'm gonna go to check my meat so it doesn't burn. Hold on. Yes, I'm back. It's late, but I literally haven't eaten all day, so I am cooking. Anyways, where was I? So, but you get me. Hey. Anyways, so I'm not concerned about, you know, none of that. It does, I have gotten to the point where it literally doesn't bother me for people not to see this or want any part of it, because I know what I have. I'm grateful that I was led to this, and I'm going to just keep working at it. So, and I've got to tell you guys something. Somebody signed up as a member that I thought would never do it. Okay. He just would not ever do it. And literally, you know what did it? They tasted the coffee. That was it. That's really good coffee. And they're members now. So I'm grateful for that. I'm excited about it. I've been going on and on about this coffee. I've been going on and on about our stuff. And, you know, there's going to come a point in time that people do listen, or they do actually try something. And that, back to what I was saying earlier, sometimes you just have to be willing to let someone try it, to give stuff, you know. And I'm not saying none of us can just buy products and give them away, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to be wise about what I do, but you have to be willing to give a little bit to get a little, and for people to see or understand or really get what this is all about. So I don't want to drag this on any longer, guys. It's been almost 20 minutes, and I'm actually going to do a live kind of along these lines on Facebook tomorrow. So it'll be tomorrow evening sometime, or afternoon, because I have a party I have to go to tomorrow evening. So anyways, I'm going to fit it in, and I want to talk about this on Facebook. So thank you guys for all subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm thankful for the little bit of momentum my YouTube channel has gotten. I've enjoyed it all, and I have to say I literally haven't even fully watched all the videos I want to watch, but I am going to. Those are going to be on my list to go back and watch the ones I haven't watched. So thank you guys for everything, and I'm thankful for Live Good. I'm thankful for new friends I'm making and connections I'm making. And for those of you who haven't joined, if you might be watching this, just give it a chance. It's $50 to sign up, and it's $10 a month. You don't have to buy any of the products if you don't want to. I do, because I believe if I'm going to promote something or try to get people to join this awesome membership, I need to know a little bit of what it's about. And I'm glad that I have, because I love them. But just give it a chance. My link is in my bio. My link is in the description. You'll find it there. And just make sure my name is at the top of the website. And I hope that this helps somebody. And if nothing else, I'm inspiring myself. I'm encouraging myself. So it's really awesome. You guys start living well with Live Good.